Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the channel and welcome to the motorcycle bunker. Just going to do a quick update on what's happening in here. Yesterday, it's now Sunday the 20th. So yesterday I just posted a vid of me at the Fod of Dean on the Rise Andy Boy using the Renthal high-rise 60s. Bloody lovely. Really liking them. And this is they back in the shed. There they are. Absolutely loving these. Really, really comfy. And coupled with my grips with the new over foam slips, which are slightly thinner, smaller, not as thick as the first initial ones I bought from my sponsor Temu. These are perfect. I've now got some spares and I will buy some more because they're bloody lovely. So yeah, really liking those. And in a previous video, I fell out of love with my Magura brake levers. Bloody weird angle on those. I tried to stick with it, but then on the last time I went to the Fod with the Nicolai, it was just like, no, I'm not happy with these. So I followed the lead of, sorry, I don't know your name, the Bike Room. All right, boy, down in Cardiff. All right. He changed, I'm not sure if he changed the whole Magura setup, but he certainly changed the levers and called it his Shigura. Well, I've done the same. I've kept the Magura calipers because they're fine, but I've changed the levers and I got them from my new sponsor AliExpress. So I have now got a set of Aliguras on the Nicolai. Like I say, I've kept the Magura calipers. They're fine, but the levers are rubbish. And here are the new levers, which are pretty goddamn smoky actually. And I say I fitted them, done all the bleeding, and they are vicious. Right, here they are. There we go. I've gone for the silver. You can get all sorts of colours. I was going to go purple, but I thought that would be too much. So I kept it classy and gone for silver. Now, they are bloody solid. They feel so good when you pull the brakes, and they are vicious. They're like a Hope copy. Really, really, really nice. I could have taken a centimetre or two off that just to get that kink, but that's fine. I can live with that. Oh, no, it's fine now. But yeah, really happy with those. Again, BergTech 50s on here. If I sell my pair of BergTech 50s, which came off the Rise Andy Boy, I might go and get a set of Renthal 60s for these because they're bloody lovely. And what with my old back, comfort is everything now. What else is happening in the motorcycle bunker? I'm just in the process of changing the clutch. I'm just in the process of changing the clutch plates on the CT. I've changed the plates, put it all back together. Oh, and here are the Magura levers. Look at that, bloody weird. I mean, which levers would you rather play with? These bloody things, or these lovely things? Yeah, whoever designed those needs a bit of a poke in the bum. So there's the old levers. Here's the old clutch plates. Yeah, when I compared them to the new ones, they definitely needed doing. That's those. That's it all there back together. I'm just going to start putting it back together now. Only a few little bits. These bits here. And put some new oil in. There's all the bolts so I don't mistake where they're going to go. And then we'll take him for a spin. I've ordered new chain and sprocket kit because the chain is a bit shot on that, very old. And yeah, that's about it really. It's all good. Really easy to do that. Huzzah for YouTube tutorial videos. Yeah, because I'm not a mechanic by trade, but I know my limits, but I watched enough videos of people changing the clutch plates and stripping it out to give me enough confidence to go and do it. Right, on to the next bit, whatever that is going to be. Right, we've just got the clutch cover back on. That was a bit of a pain in the backside because you got the cam plate in there and the lever, the lever that moves the cam plate, and it just rests on there. The cam plate just rests in position. Then you got to carefully put the cover on, and because it's just resting there, you keep knocking it off. So you've got to lean the bike over, and even then, it was a bit of a you got to be so careful because you're just about to get it on. And you think I've made it, and then you hear it go click clunk, and then it's it's an easy enough job to fit these things, but it's just the cam plate. Put him on. It's a doddle. It's just guiding that on so you don't, the slightest tap and it comes off. Anyway, he's on now. It's like always pays to have the decent tools. So when I was doing the clutch, removing the clutch, you needed this, which fits over the clutch basket and then over the kickstart shaft to stop it from moving while you take it off. You need JIS, Japanese Industry Standard screw bits, and this like castle tool to get the nut off, which holds the clutch basket in place. So when you've got the right tools, life becomes so much easier. And it's the same for whenever I do any hydraulic brake lever work on the bikes. I've got a decent ice tools, a decent pair of hose clippers, snippers, so you don't have to faff around with pliers. They're designed for cutting hoses. And then when you come and fit the little insert into the pipe before you put the olive on, you got this little thing here. Fasten your cable in there, push your little thing in a little bit, and then screw that down and it pushes it in. Lovely jubbly. That was from my sponsor Temu. Couple of quid. These are about 15 quid, but for the hassle it saves you, worth their weight in gold. So yeah, always have the right tools. And look a tool, like me. I could pass for a mad professor. Tidy. Right, we're just taking it out for a test ride. It was fingers crossed, will it, won't it? Because I'm not a mechanic, but everything is A-OK. I can really tell, I can really notice the difference with the new friction plates. As before, when I was pulling off from start or on a gradient, you know, you had to give it a bit of throttle to get it going. Now you just a little bit of throttle and she pulls away. Nice smooth gear changes. Yeah, happy days. Just got to put the center cover on and I'm good to go. I've got a new extra long USB cable after the box fell off. The tape, by the way, is just to keep this here. So I've got a new USB cable. After the butty box fell off, it ripped the other one, so that's there. From my sponsor, I couldn't resist it. I bought 2 little side pouches to put stuff in, because you can never have too much storage. So I got these 2, and I got that little one down there. Yeah, it's all good, really. Yeah, very happy it all went according to plan with the clutch plates, but I've been watching that many tutorials on YouTube. I could do it with my eyes closed, and it's a pretty simple process. As long as you've got the tools, it's all right. Just a bit of a bugger when you put the cam plate back on, you're putting the actual cover on. You've got to be very, very careful because the cam plate is just resting on there. All in all, happy days. Got a new chain and sprocket kit coming because these ones in here are a bit nothing to them. So I've got heavy duty chain and sprocket kit coming. And then, yeah, it's all good, actually. Happy days. Right, I'm really cheesed off now. I was getting the bike, pushing the bike in. It comes in forward through the door. And I caught this saddlebag on the door frame and I didn't realise. So, of course, I just thought it was stiff trying to get over the step. But it was caught and I bloody ripped the tag off. It should be nice and secure like that. Really, really peeved about that. I was pushing and it went snap and thought, oh, what was that? And then, bugger. Bloody idiot, Andy. Okay, you join me from my favourite MILF. Just finished work. I'm off on my post-work stroll around my favourite MILF. Got a green tanker, a black tanker, and a red tanker, and another black one over there. And we've just had a trawler going into Milford Haven Harbour. Yeah, just out for a little stroll, post-work stroll. I'm off to look at an earthwork, which is on the map, just round the corner from that white building. I do like a bit of history. So what have we covered so far? We've covered a quick chat about the Renthal 60s, the Magura brakes with my new levers, the CT clutch replacement, bit of Milford Haven. Right, the earthwork is somewhere in there, and given the state of the erosion, I reckon half the earthwork is fallen into the water. But we're not going to get to see it anyway because it's all overgrown, and I'm not quite sure what kind of earthwork it was, but it was an earthwork. Look at that there. Big massive chain coming out of the ground there. I wonder what that was all about. Interesting. This is part of the old, well, not part of. This is the route of the old railway that ran to Milford Haven. This is coming from Nyland, I think it is, Nyland. And then that's heading down towards Milford Haven. So I can't do a video without mentioning EMBN. I do like EMBN. I just think they could revise what they do. Anyway, Donny's last video, e-biking off-grid. Yeah, like we can all afford a £30,000+ camper van, buy a big battery charging pack and go off-gridding. You're better off just booking into a B&B, taking off your removable battery and charging it in the room. Yeah, off-gridding. Who'd want to do that? Not I. I'm a B&B man through and through. And what else would be nice for them to do is, they are in partnership with Canyon, and it's all gone quiet about the Canyon cracking battery issue. So it would be nice for them to give us an update on their partner with the dodgy NAF batteries, which has caused a lot of hassle to Canyon owners because they can't use them. Or they're probably still using them with a dodgy battery. So what have Canyon done? Have they issued new batteries? Have they given them a refund? You know, what's going on? Let us know. Right, we're looking down on Castle Pill, just south of Milford Haven. Castle Pill. Now a pill is a tidal creek which can be used as a harbour. Predominantly stems from the Severn Estuary. You get a lot of pills on the Severn Estuary and in on the South Welsh coast around Pembrokeshire. And when you look at the Ordnance Survey map, you get a lot of pills up and around this area. And this is Castle Pill, because up there is an old castle, Rems of. There we've got another shot of Castle Pill. Really nice, actually. The water's a lovely colour. Right, that's the entrance to Castle Pill. Right, the footpath says we can go down here, but I reckon that's only when the tide is out, and I'm not going to go clambering around there. Right, that's it, folks. Got something very exciting planned for Saturday. It's now Tuesday. Yeah, something planned for Saturday, very exciting. I'm going to a place which gives me the proper heebie-jeebies, scares the bloody life out of me. So you'll have to wait until the video drops for that one. So until the next random content, which is going to be Saturday, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, drop a comment. Until next Saturday's video drops. In a bit, peeps.